What's up, everybody? Continuing the gauntlet here, we're going to be talking about HIMS, HIMS and Her Health, ticker symbol HIMS. Called this name out back on October 30th. We were up over 20% since then. We're going to go ahead and break down what I'm seeing on the charts with my high five setup and why I first initially got into this name. So right off the rip, we have a cup and a handle pattern formed here, and within that cup and handle pattern, we could say this would be the handle. Also, this could be the handle forming. Either way you look at it, we also have a bull flag here with a breakout, a retest here before earnings, and then all those people saying blah blah blah. What's the name doing? You were wrong. All this crap. Um, they can bite me because this name is up 14 almost 14% on the week. So um like I said, everybody works and what are you doing for me right now? What's the stock doing right now? It's not up, like you said it would be. When I put out these predictions, I'm looking at weekly charts, and it's not going to happen in a day right after earnings. But like I said, like I told everybody multiple times, it's a buying opportunity when we dip down here under $20 all the way down to $18. Buying opportunity, buying opportunity, buying opportunity. Every single time I said it, and it was, and you'd be up really big as an investor or a trader if you would have been listening to me. But what do I know, right? I'm just gonna keep doing me, and all the haters are gonna hate, and that's just fine with me. I'm gonna keep doing me and keep growing this amazing community that we have going, and keep putting out amazing trade after trade after trade. Um, Out of the 17 gauntlet stocks by the time we're done today and tomorrow, I put out there. As of right now, we're up 14 wins and up on those positions, 14 of them of the 17, and we're only have gotten out of two while being down on one, Viking Therapeutics, and not knowing if we are getting out of it yet or not. We will know more tomorrow and Friday. So let's get into enough of that. Let's get into the technicals here with the high five setup. So high five setup, if this is your first video you're watching here, we look for a charting pattern of some sort. We look for a breakout, a retest, and then a continuation higher, nibbling in on the retest, and then finishing and completing our position on the breakout. A volume shelf of some sort, like we have here, like we've been sitting on, with a volume gap, which for this it's for this we have a volume gap. I could draw the nope, it's all-time highs. Yep. All-time highs, volume gap, meaning like there's no volume up there, so we don't know what the stock's going to do. I think it's going to keep going parabolic because they just absolutely destroyed their earnings. I'm still calling for a 20% move by end of week. I've been pretty spot on with my calling over the last couple weeks, so we'll see. But I think we're going to get a 20% move by weekend. If not, it's all good. It's just a short term thing. I have nothing bet on it. I'm long term portfolio of this name, and I have the trades and options on this name for more than 2 months out. So I'm not worried about all this little back and forth that we've had the last day or two since earnings. I could care less because I know where this name is going to be going over the next weeks and months and years in my long-term portfolio and for my trades that I have set up. So, like I said, haters going to hate. They can keep hating while I keep winning. So, first up, high five, charting pattern of some sort. Like I said, breakout, retest, confirmation higher, volume gap. Then we get down here into our indicators. We want a bullish uptrending MACD over the zero lines, even more bullish. We want a bullish uptrending RSI, which we have here dating back since September. We have a purple over yellow, which is a bullish indicator, and we're at the 63 mark, which means we have a lot of room to run before we get up here into the overbought, which the last peak was about 83, 84. Furthermore, we have our fifth of our high five setup, and that's going to be an uptrend on our stochastic, which I call our trend. We're moving nicely through the sweet spot. and continuing higher. And then even once we get up here, we can just kind of go sideways as we continue higher in the stock. And once we get up here and get a pullback, that's where I usually draw my box. And then wherever the box is drawn, once we break underneath that and one other of these indicators, that's whenever I'm going to exit. So that's the high five setup. I always throw a bonus in here with the Williams R percentage because I do take it into consideration. Um, Big consideration on reversals and bottomings. So when we have this run up and we have this pullback, when we have this first pullback after we cross the 20 line, wherever we pull back to, as long as everything else is still good and we're still uptrending and we're in this name, that is going to be what I call our support. So this is our support right here. This is our support. And as our support, we now create the box at the bottom of our support. The top doesn't really matter of the box because we can come way up here and then keep coming. It doesn't matter. Like if it comes up higher, it doesn't matter because we're in this name long, right? So it'd be inverse of that. If we were in this name short, we wouldn't want it to go above up into here, right? So this is our support. We draw the box. We have the box starting there. That's going to be our bottom. We want to see them they move back and forth, but not cross underneath this box. That would be a no-no. And that coupled with one of our other indicators would give us a signal to then exit the position. So that is where we are at on HIMS. On the technicals, on the fundamentals, I've already showed this, but this is a strong buy on the company. This is updated after earnings. This is my personal valuation analyzer that I've built. We have a intrinsic value of $40 per share on a discounted free cash flow model, which is also can be considered a fair value of the company, which they are almost 2 times less than that, right? So they're at 42% margin of safety currently underneath that price with how they are growing, dominant earnings, more people flowing into the name, and they're only just a growth beast. Expected to growth about 35% over the next 5 years, and then dropping down to about 18% over the last 5 years of this 10-year analysis, with a free cash flow yield of about 3%. Current and forward. And then the PE is kind of expensive, but when you have a growth company like this that's just growing crazy, I rather take my free cash flow yield, my discounted free cash flow model, and my PEG ratio and rule of 40 into consideration over the PE, just for the simple fact of we have way more valuation metrics pointing that this is extreme buy, and we have our technicals pointing that this is a amazing buy at this point. So up 13% now in the day, almost up 15% on the week. I'm sitting on cloud nine in my long-term portfolio. My options are really doing well. My options will really start doing well once we get over this 25.74 hurdle, which is the tip of your bull flag. That's my first price target on this name. Next price target is going to be a 35.65, which is the measured move for the bull flag. And my final price target for my trades, my options, is going to be $48.55, an 88% move from the breakout point, and currently a over 100% move from where we are at now. For investors long term that aren't trading this name, I expect this name to be a 10x long term. I believe what they're doing is phenomenal, and they're going to continue to grow at a rapid clip. And they really are jiving well with the millennials and Gen X and Gen Z generations. So that's my take. That's my update on my on this stock and trade. Still in it, still holding strong, not letting anything shake me out of this name. I am just focusing on my investment strategy and my trading strategy, and I will follow that accordingly with the confidence I have within it. This was the last video of the stock gauntlet today. This is 7 of 17. We will knock out the next 10 tomorrow and maybe a little Friday. We will see. Hopefully, I can get it all done tomorrow, get you guys these trade updates. If you appreciate this analysis, it took me took me a while to get all these videos done, these updates, these charts set up and everything. So if you appreciate it, drop some love below. If you're in any of these names, let me know, and let me know what other names you're excited for on the gauntlet tomorrow to hear about, to where they are at on the trade setup. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for over 1,000 followers. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you in the next one.